on this day, the Cards and the Cats on the gridiron for the vaunted Governor's Cup, and the attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cardinals will put toe together and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gilmore. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the field first. When it comes to rivalry games, no matter what the records are, you can expect to see a good, tight, close game. Yeah, but sometimes you don't. Last year in the battle for the Bluegrass, Louisville jumped on top 20-0 and never looked back in throttling the Cats.
It's hard to win a game when you turn it over 5 times. And that's what happened with Kentucky. They were never able to get a rhythm on offense. And you add to that, David, Louisville running for over 350 yards. I mean, they dominated their in-state rival.
I think that's the most embarrassing part. Like, it wasn't throwing the football over the yard. It was I out-physicaled you. I out-toughed you. And Stoops has built his program on toughness and being physical. So for this to happen a year ago in this rivalry, I imagine they've addressed this, and it's a concern that they're worried about coming into this football game.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. To the ground with the back. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, it's a reverse. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cardinals offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. A strike downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Moss. He's going to let it go. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. While will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Turns it on in midfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Cardinals are on the move. Just keep slinging it. On target to the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught close to the marker, it's Bell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Louisville! A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Gets the back moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Wants to throw. It's Moss. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Might be calling a hot route. Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. At the 40, there he goes. defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Back to throw, it's Moss. Makes the grab on the left. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll run the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking deep. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. John Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, and Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kentucky, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gonna sling it on second down. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Dead center perfect.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go to the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He'll take a deep shot here. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up, I will go get it, I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
Riding up to add another. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead is now back down to 9.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Brown has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well,
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's throwing interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Working that left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the air, it's Moss. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. They'll go back to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And the Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Louisville! Fitted in the window for the score. The Ville taking command as the Cardinals stretch the lead.
Yeah, the Cardinals doing everything right. They're doing everything they need to do. They are looking down their noses at Kentucky right now saying, we run this state.
And it looks like Louisville just has the most composure between the 2 teams in this game, right? They're not making as many mental errors, and that's starting to show up on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Pulls and fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense in press coverage. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's long. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
When you're trying to throw the ball down from the 1-yard line, it's going to have to be a bang-bang play, right? Quarterback making a quick read, getting it out quickly, receiver being ready for it. All 3 of those things happen for the offense, scoring that touchdown.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Back to pass, it's Moss. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cardinals! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Moss. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. What an abject disaster by this guy. Running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away.
Fires one high and deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's golden. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He tries to take the top off, and he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kentucky, 27.
Coming out with it, it's Gilmore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on second down. and that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. And he just runs out of bounds, and I think he's short. I think he misjudged where he had to get. One more play to pad the stats. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Maybe it was just in the cards as Louisville takes home this rivalry game, and they will bring the Governor's Cup home to the Ville. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm...